Let's talk about weaknesses. Question number 1. Which type of setting are you a sucker for? Personally, I usually love any book or series set in like a magical school or like a training center kind of thing. Something setting such as Hogwarts, Camp Half-Blood, the Shadowhunter Academy, and Dauntless HQ. You know what I'm talking about. I can't really explain it, but there's something about having the characters be in a school setting and having this kind of structure in their lives, as well as somewhere to always go back to. So for example, their dorms or cabins, that's just incredibly satisfying in a story. Also, when the world is really well fleshed out and there's just a really cool magic system and stuff, it's really cool to learn about how they learn this magic. Question number 2. What genre makes you go nuts and obsessed? I've always had a soft spot for YA coming of age novels, and I know that a lot of them revolve around tropes such as the manic pixie dream girl or the unattractive, ordinary girl, but when the characters are actually well fleshed out and the author doesn't use any cheesy tropes or sexist tropes, it's just really entertaining, and I always come out of them feeling slightly more educated, like I've learned something and that I'm slightly wiser and more ready to face the world. Question number 3. What type of character hits your soft spot? Broody, dark, unsocial, usually male characters. They're usually depicted as this really attractive, snarky, and really mysterious, tall, dark male character who needs to be saved from his inner demons. And it's so cliche and overused. They have a special place in my heart because, oh man. These characters also usually go through some kind of major character development thing where they go from being haunted by inner demons to realizing that whatever is plaguing them was not really their fault and they're not guilty at all. A few examples of this character are probably Will Herondale from The Infernal Devices, Jace from The Mortal Instruments, or from Divergent could probably be counted as one of them, Nico D'Angelo from the Percy Jackson series. You know the kind of character I'm talking about. They're everywhere. I also really enjoy strong, female, badass warriors, and if they can shoot a bow and arrow, even better. Question number 4. Which book relationship makes you go weak at the knees? My favorite OTP of all time is Percy and Annabeth from the Percy Jackson series. Oh man, I can't even begin to convey how much I love these two together. They're like casual rivalry and their witty exchanges. Their whole dynamic is just everything. I love it so much and they are absolutely perfect together. And I mean, in general, I'm really all for the whole opposites attract thing. Like, they used to hate each other, they used to be rivals, and now they're totally in love. Last question. What type of plot will be the end of you? I don't really have a specific plot type that I'm a sucker for. I mean, for romance, I guess it's the whole opposites attract, and they used to be enemies and now they're totally in love. Like, general plot-wise, outside of romantic plots, I don't really have a preference. I do really like the whole chosen one has to defeat this evil lord thing that you see everywhere. But yeah, generally plot-wise, I like to be surprised and I don't really have a preference. That concludes Achilles Heel book tag, and I hope you enjoyed it. And you now know a few guilty pleasures of mine that I'm not gonna be ashamed about. I mean, everyone has guilty pleasures and mine are pretty bad, but I mean, books are books, and like Yasmin said in her last video, don't shame anyone for the things they like to read. Reading is great and it should be encouraged in all forms. See you in 2 weeks and I hope you're happy.